You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The Reds down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, these guys don't care where they play. They've now taken the first 2 of a 4-game road set, and they're guaranteed at least a split. Now we'll see if they can take the series tomorrow.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Phils host road win number 40 on the year. Mike Clevenger gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Ronald Herrera pitched well, allowing only Bones. Big Daddy comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. So coming to the plate, Cedric Pierce. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Big Daddy, a right-hander going 6'5". He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Stuart Turner, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. The Reds down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one. And the Phillies have run their winning streak to 5 in a row now as this ball game is over. 5-2.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Bones Big Daddy takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Brendan Drury will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 13 home runs and 36 RBIs. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Too high. 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Digging in to try it again, Rico Guillen. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
The 1-2. He's taken down and in for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The payoff pitch one more time. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Now at the plate, Emery McLean. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Splitter here, and it's taken for strike 1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach at 0-2 counts? Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Philadelphia jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jake Thompson gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Luis
A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar.
Bones Big Daddy comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth. Leading off the inning, Kurt Waylock, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Low with the splitter, ball one. Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
And a swing and a miss at the curveball. A great pitch call there, and that's the first out here in the ninth.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch of the at-bat. Late that time for a strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Ball one.
Counts 1-1.
And it's 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Hunter Dozier will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Phillies. Bones Big Daddy takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Striding in to start the 9th, Joe Panic, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Second baseman, Joe Panic.